holding 15 smaller clear bags that contain keys, combs, lip salve, cigarettes, lighters, beepers, eyeglasses, belts, shoelaces. In his other hand is a sheaf of arrest reports and rap sheets. A navy-shirted sheriff's deputy slides open the barred door, and the prisoners file into the courthouse basement. About 1,500 prisoners pass through this doorway weekly on their way to a bond hearing. 78,000 men and women a year accused of violating the peace and dignity of the state of Illinois. In 30 courtrooms on floors 2 through 7, plea deals are fashioned and hearings and trials conducted every weekday. But for most defendants, the first glimpse of the interior of the courthouse is of this cellar. The cellar holds several dank chambers with cinder block walls and metal benches bolted to concrete floors. The grimy walls have been decorated here and there by deputies who had a black marker or a tube of preparation H and time on their hands. "Welcome to county. Get served with a smile," reads the script next to a horned and goateed grinning devil on a wall near the entrance. Other greetings: "This way to the dance," and "Head first, hit here," and "You won't be home for Christmas." Later tonight, the prisoners will be escorted through a tunnel to the quivering elevator that will carry them up to courtroom 100 for their bond hearings. At evening's end, the lucky prisoners who can make bond or who get an I bond, a no-money-down individual recognizance bond, will walk out of the courtroom's front door. The rest of the prisoners, about 2/3 of them if this is a typical night, will ride the elevator back downstairs and march through a longer tunnel to jail. "Okay, 15 desperate criminals," the paunchy officer tells the deputy at the entrance, one of 20 deputies working in the basement this evening. Yawning, the officer hands over the property bag and the paperwork. The prisoners are directed to a bench in a bullpen down the hall, where they stand as they're told, silently, backs of their legs against the edge of the bench. A second police officer is already at the door, dropping off 3 bleary-eyed black women. A deputy points them to a nearby bench. They step warily past Blackjack, a German shepherd, and Harley, a Rottweiler, the dogs straining toward them, tugging on the leashes gripped by 2 deputies. Meanwhile, a deputy in the bullpen at the end of the hall makes his way down the line of 15 men, unlocking and collecting the handcuffs for the first wagon driver. "When the cuffs come off, your hands go behind your back," snaps the bull-necked, light-skinned African-American deputy who's got the paperwork now. "All right. When you hear your last name, tell me your first name." "Powell." "Here." Bullneck stalks over to Powell, a frail black youth in a neon orange windbreaker. "Is your first name here, motherfucker?" the deputy hollers in the startled youth's face. The prisoners make it through the rest of the roll call flawlessly, and then Bullneck directs them to sit. Another wagon arrives, and 10 more disheveled males join the first 15 in the back room. After they're uncuffed and checked in and have taken their seats on one of the benches that line 3 sides of the chamber, Bullneck welcomes them all to 26th Street. "You don't scare me," he tells them. "You don't intimidate me, and you sure fucking don't impress me." He informs the prisoners that they'll be going to bond court, and that after that they'll be headed home or to jail. But there's a third place they can end up if they don't follow the rules here, Bullneck warns. The jail hospital. The rules are simple and not to be questioned, he says. No food, no phone calls, no smoking. I don't care if you haven't eaten all week or made a phone call all day. It's not my problem. And the cardinal rule: in the hallways, on the elevator, in the courtroom upstairs, a prisoner's hands must remain behind his back. "We don't know you. We don't know what the fuck is on your mind. You come out with your hands swinging, you're gonna get dropped," Bullneck says. "If you forget every other rule I tell you, don't forget the hands behind the back rule." Bullneck surveys his mute, expressionless subjects. "Does everybody understand the fucking rules?" A handful of mumbled "yes, sirs." "Let me hear that again." "Yes, sir." Next, Bullneck announces freebie time, inviting the